So right now, this is episode 16. Episode 16. And I'm not even 600 days in and just over 200. Yikes. They're holding on to it right now. They got to get some better names though. I don't like the way that they have it right now. They have generic names. So every single one, you go in there and there's like 5 different clans with the same name. That's all Raziz, whatever they call it. Okay, so nothing spectacular here. Well, the tools is amazing. That's just insane. There goes all my fur. And I am getting close to riding Horde as well. I think I'm in the 150 range. Still got a little bit here. Yeah, it's a little bit not great though. Yeah, it looks like 202 I hit in trade now. 202. So it should be 203 actually. So I'm still figuring it's going to take me next week sometime before I'm done. Dreading doing it again. Wow. But it is 7 and they're saying the global average is higher. So that is some good news. Yikes. Alright, what you got? Not much. Damn. Really, when it comes down to it, it's freaking selling horses. There isn't much better way of actually getting trade done than doing that. You just have to do the horses. Mexico does not need to look into the problem. I already know what the problem is. You bunched all the prices so close together that you can't make a profit. That's the whole problem. Crap, what did I just buy? Dates. Here. That was right. Yeah, leather's starting to go up in price. How much green? Still running 4.8. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I can buy all that, and I'm down. I'm still at 4.7, so that's good. I just got to take that time out to go after the looters. Get that damn perk. It does hurt though when you do not have a companion helping you. And I think this time we're going to probably go through Empire territory to the south. That's what I'm thinking. Wow, I got some good prices. Only 8,000 though is all I'm getting. So we'll be a little overweight, but we should be able to dump a bunch of that in Empire territory. We'll try to go through the southern part and do as much as I can. Are they still holding that? They're under siege. That's the only problem with rebellions right now. I still have not seen a rebellion able to hold it. I don't know how they ever think that a rebellion can hold that. One clan versus an entire kingdom? Definitely gonna have to watch these prices. It feels like they are starting to go up in price. That's crazy. I'm only 600 days in. Not even 600 days. But I got two other groups out right now, so I'm losing 300 a day right now. And that's with the wool weaveries, though. I think it happened if it wasn't wool weaveries, I'd be losing probably 1,000 a day. I should be good on horses. I figured the Empire would be a good place to go. I think we're going to make quite a bit through here. I do also, Tony, have a couple of ideas for new series that I was going to do, but well, I like the ideas. Nothing at this point has really stuck out to me saying, yeah, I really want to invest the time into it. It's something I wouldn't mind doing. And they're both monthly series. We are not going to Joe Maris. You know what? I'm going to go up Legata Rotoa to Almitatis this time. I don't think I've been to Legata at all. I was to Rotoa not long ago. Nothing really sticking out as major. A little bit of beer. Ah, fish. It's slow though, man. I just keep thinking to myself, who would want to do this? Who in their right mind would want to spend 1,700 to 2,000 days doing this just to create a kingdom? I'm only 600 days in, and I'm starting to feel bored with it. Did not want to do that. Um, yeah, it feels like it's starting to go up in price now. Now iron ore is probably 50. 207. It'll just be interesting to see when I hit that 211 mark, how many days. Why are you saying connecting? I cannot connect to chat. I'm not sure why. So really, I can't see anything right now. It just says connecting to chat. So I'm not sure what's going on with Twitch right now. So that is why if I do not respond to anybody, all I'm getting is connecting. Nothing really great out of that too. Jeez. Didn't I make groups? Thought I made groups. It still says connecting to chat. I cannot connect. I can see the stream, but I cannot connect to chat. Oh, there. No, it still says connecting. I'm not sure what's going on with them. Come on, Poros. Just not that good. I did not get a good Poros run. It's grain. No grain, no fish. Wow. It's not a good run. Yeah, not good. 6 grand. I can't remember if I created groups in the 1,000-day challenges. I thought I did that, but I like doing that to get the clan tier. As you can see, I mean, I'm approaching clan tier 5. I still have a feeling I can't see chat. And I don't think it's me. I think it's Twitch. I don't know if 21 is a good price or not. $208. There. There it is. Yep. That's it. Yeah, it went out for like, what, 5 minutes? Alright, I gotta refresh this. Yeah, there it is. Jeez. That was like it was gone for what? That was like, that could have been 5 to 10 minutes. There we go. I'm not making any really huge sales. You know, I'm buying all this stuff at Green. And as you go around, you make 2,000 here, 5,000 there. You know, no big 10, 20,000 sales. Um, Still not, yeah, it's going to be over day 600 before I hit 211. Alright, well, they're a little bit higher. But O'Neill is always highly contested. Definitely not a really good run through. That's it. 11K. Wow. Okay, let us go check out Burned. Jerks. Burn the Hardwood Village. That does suck, doesn't it? I had that happen in the Horse Archer playthrough. I was off. I think I was fighting a Siri, and I'm all the way down in their territory, and it was like Britannia declared war on me. They have a little bit as well. Still nothing spectacular. A lot of times you can do that, but the problem I had when my playthrough is if your other people in the kingdom don't want peace, then you got to spend all the influence to override them. And in my case, it was like over 2,000 influence I needed to override them. Another, make a little bit on this one as well. This is probably the best sale I've had in a long time, considering I'm not going to get rid of any grain and very little fish. This is going to be the best sale. $16,000. 210. One more. I believe it was 211. I gotta check my notes. I think it was 211 at day 500. However, the problem was is I did not do these on the same patch, which does make a bit of a difference. And it's really hard to gauge that considering I had 10 points on 1.5.5, but I'm using 8 points on 5.6. So it's not going to be exactly the same. They're saying that the average price of grain is 8 or higher, but virtually every place I go to is under 10. So where are the places that are driving that average up so high? I don't know where they're at. So check, is it 211 is when I hit 500 days? Where are you? Come on. Where are my numbers? I thought it was 211 at 500. I can't find it. I can't find my notes. There it is. I don't know. Day 10 was, or day 500 was 210. So I'm there right now. I forget the last time I went up there. A lot of times I don't go out there because there's just so much to buy. And right now I'm running it really. I mean, it's got so much cheese, milk, or cheese, butter, meat, some hardwood, tons of fish. I keep hitting save. I think we're just short of day 600, so I'm probably about 60, 70 days behind to 210. But then I recorded it every 100 days after. So we're really going to be able to see that difference. Exactly how slow it is. We're really going to be able to see it. Yeah, I'm 563, so I'm like 63 days behind. And really, we're not even halfway there. Because in my test to 1,000, it took me 1,318 days. That means halfway would be 609 for them. Which is approximately 230. So 230 is like the midway point of your game. That's running 10 attribute points. So we'll see how much it actually varies here. How long it's going to take me to get to 230. Realistically, I would be thrilled if I could hit 230 today. Which that's only like 20 points away. You think about that. I could be streaming for another 3-4 hours hoping to get 20 trade points in 3 or 4 hours. It's just what it feels like is there's not enough separation in the prices. And which I've said that so many times before, that the prices need to be separated a little bit more. Everything shouldn't be so close together. You got a village, 3 villages supplying a town with grain, and they're about the same price as another town just down, what, that's a day's travel that only has 1 village supplying it with grain, and they're about the same price. You take one half across the map that has no grain, and they're not that much higher. The prices need to be further apart, not closer together. And they put them a lot closer together this time. Yeah, it's still 6. And you look at all the numbers that are sitting there. Those are the trade rumors, and you look at how many double digits there are. If you don't look at the ones that are starting to gray out. You got Huss and Folk at 10, Lycaron at 12, Diathemal 14, Legate at 16, and Maeza at 11. That's 5. Five out of 18 are 10. Because we're about halfway right now. We're halfway to inflation. Inflation should be 25%, about 25% higher than the beginning of the game. But when you begin the game and grain is like 7, 25% of 7 is only like 1.5. That's 7, 3.5, yeah, 1.75. So that barely pushes it to 8, not even 9. I think I will head up to Sturgia this time. We are going to go through Valandia. But like, there's just not enough separation in prices is really what the problem is. Ooh, that's a lot. So this one was all non-consumables is what I'm really going to get. Yeah, these are all non-consumables that are really valuable here. Wow, that was pretty good. 211. Good news is when you hit 250, it starts to feel like you're almost done. And I do want you guys, come here. It won't take long to get all these guys out of here. A couple more headshots and they'll start running. Boy, they're sticking around on this one. Damn. I thought I had him good. 157. 18 to go on riding. I would have been there by now if I had more points into endurance. Come on, load screen. I think they tested the load times too, and that's all perfectly running. Oh, that was tested. That's running as intended. That might be my new motto. I might put up on the forums. Working as intended. Alright, well, he's back on. I want him to respond to that video that I put up showing him how much they're making. Let's see. Grain at 8. Quiet always took grain. I want to see prices further apart, not closer together. Once again, not much. Look at that. I got 500,000. That's it. But like, dude, did I run them though? I thought for sure I ran parties on the 1,000 day challenge. Did I or didn't I? Now I'm starting to maybe think I didn't do it. That would affect the amount I'm going to make, but that's not going to make a 2 million difference in 500 days. Some decent prices. It feels like non-consumables are selling better than consumables. That's what it really feels like. That was mostly non-consumables. You gotta be kidding me, man. 15,000 sale. And I don't gain 1 point. Wow. Holy cow, is this gonna be slow? My word. 15,000. And that was some good profit too. That wasn't a junk sale where I'm just trying to sell stuff off. I'm probably like right there though, at the set at level. Yeah, I'm pretty close. Lost 1,400. Oh, am I losing money? I'm gonna have to end up breaking those groups. Once I think I'm gonna be able to achieve Clan Tier 6. That's gonna be a good sale. No. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, did I just do that? I accidentally hit the alt, or I accidentally hit the control key. I sold off things. Damn it. I gotta go through this again. Huh. Ah. So I accidentally hit the control key, which sold a couple stacks of things, which I cannot do. There you go, almost 20k. That'll give me one more point. Oh wow, they actually gave me 2 points out of it. Woohoo! Get Guinness. 213. Okay. Yeah, I think I was going for money, but this time I was considering playing the game afterwards, so I just want to achieve Clan Tier 6. But I know I had the groups running when I did the 1.5.5 test to 300. So I just want to be able to know when I can hit Clan Tier 6, and then I planned on breaking the groups, but it was just the thought process of if I wanted to just go ahead and continue this on for some strange reason. Oh, we got 3 good groups over here. Oh, this is going to be fun. It's just having that save there just in case. They're already running. Some guys are. Hey there. Gotcha. Ooh, that was a nice shot. Level. Hey, buddy. Ah, I missed him. There were a couple groups to go after because I just know I'm going to start to get really close to 175. So I'd like to get that as soon as possible, help my speed out. Wow, two groups of 50s. But I don't want to fight them together. Oh, they weren't together. Guess I should have checked the level. I would think this will put me up over 160. Oops. That wasn't smart. Damn it. Keep running into them. Now I'm not going to really be able to go at the other 50 group. I don't think I'm going to get enough life back from my perk. They're all running. There's probably like 30 of them running from me. I don't even know what my writing is. Not bad. Wait. I'm at what, 160? Yeah, I'm 160 right now. And that's starting to slow down. So that's got 15 more to go. How much life do I get back? 33. Um, is that perk not working? I didn't look like I got any life back. Huh. That's weird. The medicine perk. I don't know if that's working. I took the wrong damn perk. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I took the wrong perk. Ah. I can't, I don't know how I did that. I didn't take preventive medicine. I don't think there's an easy way to fix it with the cheat mode. God, that sucks. I don't. I just. I'm like 100% certain I did that. Now I'm gonna have to go back and look through it again. Man, that sucks. How far are we in? Oh, we're an hour in. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a cut in here. Let's see where we sit at. We're right at an hour again. Yeah. I gotta look at see how many hours I spent before I cut these up. I got smart and cut them up into an hour, and that gave me the opportunity to keep track of how long, not just how many days, but how much actual vested time you have to put into this. And I think that might help out enforcing the point. If you said like I had to spend 50 or 60 hours, I think that'll help hammer the point home. That's my hope. $77 per beer. guess I should check and see if I got a message. I don't think I'm gonna get one. Yeah. Oil start. Oh, it's starting to go. Yep. A lot of places are now buying at 50, 60. So I think inflation's doing it again. It's kicking loose now. But wine is not going up again. Just like in 1.5.5. So wine and oil were almost always the same price from 54 and earlier. And that's how I was always able to remember them because they got the same picture. But oil is now double the price of wine. Not sure why that is. Changing a production of something could have done it. No, because they did olives up in Botania instead of hardwood. I don't think that was grapes, was it? What did they change that to? Yeah, no, they changed it to grapes. That should have been freaking changed to olives. Try to bring down the price. So you changed it over to grapes to keep wine low when wine was already low. So why did we change that to grapes then? That's what I don't get. Oil was the problem, and I told Mexico that too. I said oil is ridiculous compared to wine. And it wasn't that way earlier, and then they add more grapes to the world to keep wine down even more. Yeah, like I said, I just don't think that they see the big picture when they do things. And that, I think, is their real only big problem. When you have such a complex economy, you really got to look big picture before you make wide sweeping changes. And changing production of villages, I think it's a pretty big deal. That's something that you can't do lightly. Oh, wow. 18 is average or higher for meat. See, I wonder if that's because when they do cut up, they're putting meat into there. So that could make sense. Because you're getting hides, so I'm assuming you're going to get meat from it. Fish at 6. Spice vendor has been captured. I'm running about normal in captures then. If I have another capture within the next year, that's pretty much normal. Alright, what insanely low prices do you have? Of course you have fish for 6. And grain for 6. No, you got grain for 5. Grapes for 7. We're going to overweight. We're going to go absolutely nuts. Just by the looks of it, this is absolutely amazing. If you want one place, I guess this is it for Valandia. Wow. Raven, that's the way to go. Their prices are so low, probably because all of this stuff goes here. That's what I'm assuming. They have so many villages supplying it. That is a really good place to be at. Where is the Spice Vendor at? Jacqueline. So I need to go back south to go pick her up. Unless she's going to move on me. Wow. This is what I don't get. Craven has absolutely amazing prices, and then you just go a half a day's travel to Oxhall, and they're buying everything in the world. Everything but really grain. $215.85 to go. If I was offline, I would probably cut this out. Come on, fellas. They lose morale so damn fast. Only takes about 10 headshots and they're running. Only gained 2 there. Now they do lose that really fast. I don't know if it's because of how much I have them outnumbered. Okay, we're gonna. That's right. We gotta go get the Spice Vendor. Spice Vendor, throw her back out. Unless, of course, she's moved. No, she's here. Okay, she's back out. Thinking tonight of getting the smithing done on the Rogue. And that way I have the Rogue good to go in case they come out with a hot fix on Thursday or Friday. Then I could start getting those episodes going for the weekend. Alright, well that's pretty good. Be able to sell a bit. Not a lot. Just so weird to sell 10, 15,000 and not gain any skill points. That is super weird. I I was thinking of doing it tonight, and by tonight I mean in like 3, 4 hours from now. But that takes a bit of time to do. Um, I'm not really sure if I'm going to. I still don't even have them ready to go. Also, I haven't picked up any of the materials. Still missing a couple companions. There's still some work. I just hit the 125 trade. I didn't plan on doing it, and yeah, I know it's boring. And I've said that myself. It's boring for me to just do this day after day. So I can understand watching it is just as bad, if not worse. I almost didn't even want to stream it. It just. And to think I'm realistically not even half done. That's the crazy thing about it. Because when I did the math, 230 was the midway point on 10 attribute points. It took me so much time to get 230, and it took exactly twice that long to go from 230 to 300. So you look at it, I'm not even at 230 yet. So I'm not even halfway done. If that holds true. That's why I was saying yesterday, it could realistically be next week before I'm done with this. Why would anybody want to spend 6 hours a day for almost 2 weeks trading just to create their own kingdom? Okay, well, you got hardwood. That's cool. Trust me, I'd rather be fighting and doing sieges right now. Believe me. Oh, that's why you're cheap. You got everything back. Britannia took out all that back. Ah, that's why. They took all 3 villages that supply it with hardwood. They only had one last time I came through. I totally agree. 100%. With the way it is now, it's just it feels like you're grinding and it's not enjoyable. It really does feel that way. And the game should be enjoyable, and it doesn't feel that way. And you're coming from somebody that has spent over 1,000 hours in this game trading. Literally 1,000 hours. And I'm telling you it's boring. Then how is somebody that hasn't really done trading supposed to enjoy it? I mean, I absolutely love playing a trader. Yeah, I might not have much more of this tonight. Um, this could be my last one, or maybe the next episode, and that's going to be it. I'm probably not going to stream any more of it tonight. because kind of the way that I feel about it, it's almost a waste in doing it. As new people would come into my channel and they would see me doing this, and then they would never come back. And that's kind of how I would look at it. That's like boring. Why would I do it? It's just like, it hurts me. I'd love to be fighting right now, sieging some places, sniping guys 50, 60 meter away headshots. Absolutely. Oh, I gotta love it. Oh, that was good. Why are you buying? Why? 'Cause I'm a freaking hoarder, that's why. I can't help myself. I've almost I almost got the riding horde perk to help me. But it's like when I look at this. Fish for 7. Man, I want to buy it. It's 7. Meat is 13. Look at that. Less than 20 for beer. I want it all. Look at all this green. That was just so funny. Why are you buying more? uh, at least I got to laugh after doing this. Okay. That's why I don't like coming up into Sturgia. Because it seems like every freaking time I come up here, I'm buying 20 million things. Because they have such great prices. That's why I try to avoid it. Maybe I should do this a little more hardcore. Okay, maybe I'm going to change my tactic. So maybe that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'm going to change it around so I'm going to sell to everything light green. Although, what sucks is as soon as I get through with Sturgia, then I'm going into Kuzite territory, which is just as bad. With cheese, butter, meat, just as bad. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Okay. Don't freak out on me. I got a game plan. Oh, let's buy those. I'm gonna do a hardcore sell, which means I'm not gonna make a ton of profit. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sell everything down to light green, and I want to see if that makes a difference. So we're gonna buy everything to green, and then we're gonna sell down to light green. And I want to see what that does. It's where you don't make as much profit, but you get a lot more turnaround. You can really sell a lot more. So I'm going to try that. I haven't done that. So let's get through here. Next one's going to unfortunately have fish, though, so let's go there first. Yeah, it's the pack animals and the soldiers. Because, yeah, then the soldiers got to carry it after the pack animals. But like I said, I only need like about 13 more riding, and I have the herd penalty reduction. So I can get probably another 100 pack animals for free. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take everything down to light green. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sell. So here you see it. We're going to go right to light green as soon as it goes from right there. And we're going to do that to every single thing. Nah, not so much the beer. Alright, that I'm going to hold off on. I don't know if this is a smart idea or not. Probably not. But we're going to try it. See, the 11, that is like way too low. I don't want to go much for a 10. So look at that. I can get that all the way down to 29. It'll be better once we get to Empire. Once we get to Empire territory, this is going to drastically change. See, there's 12K, but now I'm going to go buying again. Now I'm going to get yelled at again because I'm going to go nuts on buying. I'm going to buy everything I can. I'm down to I'm down to 4. I'm down to 4 freaking speed. That's funny. Look at all the green, man. Look at it all. It's calling me. It's saying, buy me. Buy me. I normally do that when I trade. I normally have a price to buy and sell. However, every patch is different, so the pricing gets a little bit different. And of course, not having these in the right order, I also associated the prices with that because some things were the same. So not having it in the right order is also wreaking havoc on my mind right now. Okay, that, no. Even though that's green, that I already know I'm not going to buy. I already know I can get olives for less than 10. Dates, we know we can get less than that. Yeah. No. So I didn't buy too much. I was buying more non-consumables than consumables. All right, we need to go to the village. All right, let's head to the village and buy up that hardwood. Hardwood is actually a lot higher right now. I can buy it for 20 and sell it for over 30 easily. It's a lot higher of a price right now. But yeah, hardwood's really good, especially when you go down to a Siri. Whew, 50 and up down there. Now is when I'm gonna buy the fish. So now in the next 2 places is gonna be fish, butter, cheese, and meat. I'm gonna buy a lot, and then of course it's gonna be the same thing to Kuzite territory. I need to make a good trip through Empire, and then really hardcore sell. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's much better. 17 on the grain. There, how's that for a sale? 22K? That ain't too bad. Are you mean once I get 300 on this guy? That would be the plan. I'm saving it up because I might turn this into a playthrough. So yeah, I'm actually putting points in the smithing now. I don't know if I'm going to use this guy as a playthrough, but I'm just preparing for the fact that I might. So I'm saving him. I don't know. Maybe I want to smith up and then use everything as a price to take it over. Haven't decided. A lot of it has to do with what whenever they decide to get around and fix roguery that was supposedly already fixed in 1.5.6. Oh yeah, that's working as intended. Right. Oh, the prices aren't spectacular. The cheese is, but not much else. I could buy the fish at 8, but I already got 1,500 fish. So there's actually not much to buy. So I'm not going that nuts on it. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's see what my speed is. No way. Are you serious? Okay, 4.1. Alright, that's better. So I'm holding... I actually got rid of a little bit less. I really want to get back to the rogue if they fix roguery. If they don't fix it here in the next week, I don't know what I'm going to do. I really want to wait on the general until they get engineering done. So I don't know. This would be a good option because he'll be done and ready to go. I'm just hoping that it doesn't come to that because I really do want to test out a lot of roguery. How much loot you're going to get. Do you have a chance of getting, much better loot? Wow. Alright, here we go. Stay calm. Grain at 6. Alright. So now we're going to go into Empire or Kuzite territory, where we're going to buy a bunch more of butter, cheese, and meat. What do you mean by a generations? So here goes the buying again. If they're good. Alright, so that's good. And that's good. And that's good. And that's good. But we're going to go through Empire territory here soon. And that's when we're really going to sell. From here, we're going to go hit Blandy, Assyri territory. And then from Assyri, then we're going to go right up through the Empire. And then we're just going to offload a ton of stuff there. So, yeah, it's stocking up right now, but it's going to look vastly different once we get done there. Yeah, that's why I'm buying it only like 6 to maybe 7 right now. Because in Askar, Sinala, Pravend, those are all amazing places to buy grain. Where you can get it for 7 or under. But the global average, just, it's not there. You take a look at grain, it's like every place you go to, you take a look at my trader rumors. How many of those places are 10 and up? So that would, if you bought 1,000 grain at 7 and sold 1,000 of it at 10, you're making 3,000. You could practically do that in 4 Assyri horses, maybe even 2. 2 Assyri horses can do the same thing. There's oil. Oil's going. We will go to the village, of course. Snatch up their hardwood. After it takes forever to load. The only problem with that generation thing is you'd have to play with death on. And at any time your guy all of a sudden dies. And then it's ruined. So if your first guy does, let's say, trading or smithing, and halfway through he dies, then that kind of kills it. That's why also I love the fact of having death by old age only. That I really liked. That would allow you to a little bit easier accomplish that. It's just like 2 really random arrows to the head. Your guy goes down, and he has a 2% chance of dying. And then your game, and it's over. I still don't understand why they couldn't leave that as an option of death on. They ran it for 2 months, death by old age only. It still bugs me. I mean, you got it going for 2 months. And you couldn't leave that on or make that an option? I don't get it. gotta be careful with my speed. So as soon as we get through Assyria territory, then we're gonna sell a ton. Oh yeah, I'm sure somebody's got a mod for something. I'm sure somebody's already figured out how to work death by old age only. Freaking modders out there who do a better job than Tail World half the time. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? I meant to mute my microphone. You still have good prices. I know you do. I think they're only sitting at 2,500 prosperity. Yeah, 2,500. Alright, let's get through Assyria territory. And then we can get up to Empire and sell like crazy. The one thing you could do though to make it really fun, well, as a YouTuber, is you can edit it. So you can edit a lot out. It was like, what did I do? How long was that? I did about 3 hours of trading last night, going from 40 to 125 in trading, and I cut it down to about 25 minutes. So you can do a lot of editing to make things go faster. A lot of times though, I just don't like to do it. I actually like editing, but I like to leave it in there because it almost feels like a story. Either that or you might miss something important is one of the big reasons why I don't like to do a lot of editing. You all of a sudden see something and go, wow, I never knew that. And it's like you just learned something new. Alright, well, we're going to make some money here. Although not as much as I thought. It looked good at first. Not even 10K. Jeez. What do we have to? I'm probably going to have to put a cut in this, though, before we do Empire. I'm 48 minutes in, so... I don't know about that. I don't know if I want to stomach another hour of this. It's getting harder and harder each day to go through it. But I just try to count backwards, though, every time I gain a point. And saying I'm getting that much closer. Damn, I didn't want to do that. That's better. Beer. Beer. Please don't copyright claim me. It's tempting. I do need to do the smithing. I just didn't know when I wanted to do that. I mean, it was like last night. I didn't eat until like 11 o'clock last night. I didn't have dinner because I streamed for what was like 5 hours, over 5 hours. I was just gonna try to get it done quick, edit it up, and get it put up. I was hoping for tomorrow. Ooh, there we go on the tools. Fish at 8. There's that oil. Really got to watch oil. It's really starting to let loose. I see a lot of 40s and 50s. Which I'm going to go down here and there's probably going to be nothing to buy. There's really not going to be much to buy or sell here. And then I have to go to the 3 worst towns in the game, in which you could end up buying anywhere, so like 5,000 or 6,000 consumables. Ascar and Sonala, 2 of the best places to buy grain. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do with smithing. They keep talking about it, but they haven't done anything about it yet. I hope they don't change it too much. That's always my concern with them. Is they go overboard on things. That's the one thing that I don't like. I understand if you want to change some things, but you know, just temper your expectations a little bit there, guys. And, you know, learn the difference between a balance and a nerf. Which I'm considering doing a monthly update on trading. Still haven't decided about that or the state of the game in general. I just feel like doing one of those is going to take a long time. Oh, it could be hours to record and edit. It could be like half a day. That'd be a lot. I've already made comments on the forums to make an armorer and a bowcrafter Fletcher, in my opinion. So somehow, in my what I would like to see them do is you could decide on choosing to be one of them. I don't know how they want to work it, or if they just want to group the whole thing together. But why not have armorers and bowcrafters and Fletchers? They got bows in the game. They got armor in the game. Why shouldn't we be able to make that? Because that would give us more control over our own armor Do we want it to be more to the body, the arm, the head, the legs? And then with bows, they really need to change bows and arrows so they're more cohesive. I think bows should be more about missile speed and accuracy, and then the arrows should be more about accuracy and damage. So kind of mix them together to give them a few stats, so that way you can customize a bow and arrows to your own liking. Because just like me, I prefer stacked step arrows, which have less damage than piercing or stacked bodkin, but they have a higher stack size than any other in the game. So I suffer a little bit on that damage to get extra shots. Because late game, I can one shot virtually anybody in the head. So I don't care about that extra 2 damage from piercing arrows. That means nothing to me. So that's what I'd like to see them do, is just offer a little bit more variety. I think would be a really cool idea. There we go, grain at 5. Jeez. I can't. I already got 2,000 grain. No. As much. Hello? Jeez, boy, that like a lot. It just feels. I did actually use bodkins for a while. But when you get into sieges where they have like 600-700 defenders, you still run out of arrows with stacked step. I just want as many shots as I can get. And then it always seems like whenever I go to pick something up, it really feels like it disappears on you. You look down at the bottom of the screen, and it's like it's gone. It's really weird. Come back here. I got something for you, buddy. So I go to pick up this quiver that's on the ground, and it just disappears on you. So at times it gets difficult to find arrows when you're in a siege. Can I get through? Thank you. A pretty cool map. I do have to say, they have added maps, and I really like them. I think they've done a pretty damn good job on these newer maps. Now you guys can start running. I still can't believe it chose the wrong damn perk. Twice I went right over his head. close. Another 4. 9 more to go. And I'll get Riding Horde. I screwed up on the 25 medicine perk, in which I normally take the healing. I like the extra 30% healing rate. However, when they redid the medicine tree and they added that amazing perk where you recover 30% of your life after a battle, yeah, that's like hands down, you got to take that one. And for some reason, I didn't take it, and I don't know why. I thought for sure I did. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the video of it, but I thought for sure that I had taken it. It's preventative medicine, and I don't get how I did that. I took self-medication instead of preventative medicine. It's like, why? I mean, that secondary perk is so ridiculous. I don't know what I did there. But 9 more to go for Riding Horde. And I am not streaming. There's actually a few reasons why I am not streaming, and I would like to go over them. One, just to keep you informed, and 2, just so I have something to talk about. So, as I was doing my final stream, which was episode, 17, I thought to myself that, okay, first of all, you guys would probably have more fun watching paint dry than what I was doing. Because it's pretty difficult to try to keep myself awake for 3 to 5 hours, and then trying to keep you guys awake. So that was realistically reason number 1. Another reason is because I would be getting new people coming into the channel, and of course first impressions are the most important. And really their first impressions are going to be, oh man, this thing sucks, and never come back. So it's putting a bad first impression on people. In my opinion, that's what it was also doing. So I wasn't really that happy with that. And I just didn't think that it was nice to do. I personally, I don't think that it is a driving force for me to become partnered. However, I really wouldn't mind if I did. It would be nice to go ahead and become monetized on these. So all the hard work that I put into these, actually I can see some returns on. So there's layers going on there. It's not just one thing. But finally, the one thing that I wanted to touch on, and this is what I've been thinking about for a while, is when death finally gets fixed. What I think I want to do with death is I really want to make it the live stream. A continuous cycle of playing a death build. That is what has really intrigued me, because I don't mind playing death. But however, if I'm going to be doing a specific type of playthrough, like the general, the rogue, it's about building up those skills to go ahead and use. Well, you can't do that if you're dying all the time. So there comes a point in which you want to play death, and when you don't want to play. So what I was considering having the live stream for was just a continuous death build. I would play death until I would basically lose and keep track of my progress and say this is the furthest I made it, and then start a new one and try to make it further until I do finish the game. And then when I finish the game, then go ahead and say, okay, how quick can I do it the next time? So that is the point in which I'm thinking about that. And now I'm going to do something that I had also wanted to do. I'm going to attack these looters. However, I'm going to pause it. And the reason why is because it's going to allow me to get more episodes into this and not count looters as part of the time that it's going to take. Even though that almost does count, it's going to allow me to get more trading in and actually put less video time up. So I'm going to be going after looters until I get to 175, which really it's not that long. It's probably only, maybe I will go ahead and show it. I mean, it's really only probably another 5 or 6 battles or something like that. It's not really that long. I think I'm like 162. So maybe I won't block that out. But I had a real problem with it, with streaming it. I mean, I love streaming. It's what I used to do back in the day. I would stream every day for 12 to 14 hours a day. That's what I did. And like I said, I don't mind doing it, but I just don't think that that's the right thing to do. I think if I'm going to stream, I want to try to give some good content in streaming. And I don't think that running this trader is good content. As I just said, this is more of a test, really, for Mexico. So I don't think it's really a streamable thing. And somebody wanted me to stream the smithing part of the rogue. And even then, I kind of felt that wasn't good enough. I figure I'm going to go ahead and stream, and you guys are going to watch live. I kind of want to make it worth it. That's something you guys can really enjoy. I think that's kind of where I sit at that. So, that's kind of where I sit on it. I really think that's what I want to do on the live stream. Is I want to make the live stream basically hardcore. Offline ones will be... They're going to be a specific type of build. And... I mean, really, because the live stream is just mainly supposed to be about fun. That's what I want it to be about. And if I end up dying, I end up dying. Whoopee. Then I just go ahead and create another character. What are we up to? You can see, so, well, unfortunately I only gained 1. I only need 8 more, and then I get the perk. So, there's not a whole heck of a lot to do. But, I really did think about that. And this, I don't know how many people are actually going to see this. I really don't. And that's just because not everybody's watching it. So, I will probably touch on this in a future video. I might actually touch on it in the rogue, is what I'm thinking. Alright, you need medicine. So I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. So I'll touch on it at the beginning of the rogue episode. Since I know a lot more people watch that. But I did get a message from Flavius, and he made a good point in that the live stream should be something completely separate than what I'm doing on YouTube. And it does make sense. Even though I'm going to be recording the episodes, you kind of maybe want to keep them a little separated. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. Is just kind of have the live stream as just a running hardcore game, just nonstop hardcore, and then that way I can devote the offline stuff from here to doing specific projects like the general, the rogue, 1,000-day challenges. So that's what I think I'm going to go ahead and do. I really think that that's the route that I want to take. Which I said I will obviously go over this again in the rogue, but to the people that might see this, I'm not sure how many will, since these don't get a lot of views, which I didn't expect them to. I just figured I would touch on that because there might be some people wondering when I'm going to stream next. But I always think it's smart to have like an identity. And I kind of want to have everything where it should be. And if I can lay out a game plan so everybody knows what to expect from me, then you really know what you can look for and what you want. Because there may be people that aren't interested in the death at all, and they're just going to steer clear of actually going to Twitch to see it. Because it's just not going to be something that they're going to want to see. And there will be maybe some people that exclusively care about that more than regular builds. So they're going to want to concentrate as soon as they see the live stream go up. If they missed it, they're going to want to go catch it on YouTube right away. So at this point, that is my objective, is to go ahead and run it that way. I hope realistically that I have explained it good enough that everybody can understand exactly where I'm coming from. I really hope that they do. I really want it to be that way. I like to keep the two completely separate because I know there are some people that watch me a lot on Twitch, but I don't hear hardly anything from them ever on YouTube. So I think that's kind of just their thing, and some people prefer watching YouTube over Twitch. So I really feel that that is a smart move to do, and just keep them separated between the two. It'll still, of course, I'll still upload the videos. However, I'm not going to look at editing or anything like that on the live stream. It will not be edited one bit. It's exactly how it is on Twitch is how it's going to appear on YouTube. There's going to be no intro. There's going to be no banners. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's just going to be like you're watching the live stream. And that's how I want to intend to keep it that way. So I really hope that that clears everything up and lets everybody know how I feel about it. You know, could we run something special on Twitch? That's a possibility. But I think for the normal Twitch streams, that's what we'll do. And of course, I don't really do that much on Twitch. One of the only reasons why I've been on there for a bit now is because of how bad Tail World is at completely botching up 1.5.6 and screwing over death so badly. So I've had a little bit more time to actually hop on there, and they have completely boned it terribly in so many ways. It's ridiculous. So I've had more free time. Where if it wasn't for that, I would be doing this. I would be concentrating on the rogue. I have my beta branch update on Fridays, and I once in a while try to bring you something extra like a music video or a guided tutorial. So, you know, there's other things that I do, and I don't think I would have time to go ahead and live stream that much. We are going to go after those looters, though. I got to keep this going. Alright, they have a little bit of grain they could take. But I really started to feel like I couldn't almost keep myself entertained doing these live streams. And I thought about, if I can't even keep myself entertained and positive about it, how in the heck am I ever going to keep you guys positive about it? And I know there might be some people that really want it to be done, you know, but I don't want to be sitting on Twitch for 5 hours a day for just a couple people watching it. There's a lot that I need to get done. So it's not like I don't care about what the few people that really want me on there. It's not like I'm really pushing all their feelings aside. It's not that at all. But I got a lot of things that I want to do. And I have a couple other projects that I have in mind that I've been thinking about also. And to devote that amount of time into a live stream is a lot. Now, maybe if it comes down to it, I could try to find maybe one day in particular and devote that day to the live stream. That is a possibility that I've thought about doing. What day, I don't know, but I would think that what I would try to do is coordinate with as many people as possible. Obviously, I'm never going to get the time and the date perfect for everybody. That's impossible, especially because I have people from all over the world. So I'm never going to be 100% perfect on that. But if I can try to get it to when a lot of people are going to be on and would like to see it, because that's one of my favorite things about live streaming, is actually getting to communicate with you guys. I mean, I don't know, I almost feel like I enjoy more communicating with you guys on the friggin' live stream than I do actually playing the game. I really kind of feel that way. It's just always something that I like doing. You're excellent. We're gonna have to go after these guys. Of course, nothing is completely set in stone at this moment, but that's pretty much how I'd like it to go. Love to keep them separated. 169. 6 more to go. So even at that, by gaining 2 a fight, I'm only 3 fights away. And that's why I'm trying to go after these guys. Because I want that perk. I want that perk as quick as possible. And it's like, even right now, I got those 19 sitting there. I'll catch them. I got 28 sitting there. However, I think I'm going to catch some of those damn forest bandits. Nope, I didn't. And I thought also about, on my main page, trying to update it a little bit more. I thought about trying to put the current builds or playthroughs that are going on currently, things that I might have in the works, schedule. There would be something better set up maybe on a web page. I just don't think I'm going to be able to um, keep that up. But even on a Facebook page, I still think it's going to be too much. But I would like to somehow try to work on that. Because I'd like to keep you guys apprised. Like when I finish something, I'd like to let you at least know it's finished. Or, I try not to, how would I put it? I don't want to spoil anything. As you notice, a lot of times people will put little spoilers in their headings, which a lot of times people say that's clickbait. I don't like doing that. And it came back from something that Tony said to me a long time ago. And something really cool was going to happen. And he said, don't tell me. He wanted to be surprised. And I can completely understand that because I kind of felt the same way. When I'm watching other people's videos and all of a sudden you see somebody, it said, a wife or something like that. And, okay, well, he's getting a wife this one. All right, okay, so I know that now. It's like, why do I want to be surprised? It's like at the end of TV shows and stuff like that, I don't watch what's coming up next week. I don't want to know. Why do I want to know what's going on? I'm going to find out when I watch the show. Why do I need to have a preview of it? It's the same way with watching movies. Well, I don't want to see trailers. I'm going to watch the movie. So I really don't need to see it. So that's why I don't put those little, as you would call, spoilers in there that a lot of people do. I'm sure it might be a lot better for my channel for clickbait. I might be hurting my channel, but I don't care. I'm not doing this. My sole purpose is not to get views and to get partners. That's not why I'm doing this. If I was doing that, I would be doing things a lot differently. But that is not my sole objective into this at all. So I want to do things that are going to make people, happy. I'm not going to try to do things to get more viewers. Now, obviously, if I do get more viewers, cool. I'll be happy with that. I'll be perfectly happy. But it's not what I'm looking to go out and do. If enough people like me, enough people like me. If they don't, they don't. I'm not going to chase it. Is not what I'm going to do. There's some of this. So, I kind of wanted to take this episode to just run through all these things with you and let you know exactly where my mind is at right now and all the things that have been going on that I've been thinking about, because I had this on my mind when I was streaming and I really wasn't happy with the direction that it was going. And I can see how many people enter my channel. I already know. I get those statistics and I can see that. And quite a few enter my channel, and I could see how many leave my channel. So I know what's going on. And the numbers are pretty staggering when you really look at it. So I think I've made a really good call on what I want to do, and I hope you guys agree with me on that. I think that would be really cool to just kind of keep the two separated and just maybe have it as, running death complete game. Just cycle it over and over again just to see how good you can do. And that way you know what to expect. We're going to be playing death. But how far are we going to make it? You never know. Every time you log on, I could take 2 quick arrows to the head and I'm gone. It's like, how long can he survive this time? That is how I really want to make that. But it gives me more time in the off time of not streaming, that I can go ahead and devote time into doing projects that I really want to get done. And I'm really looking forward to trying to get the rogue done. As soon as they get engineering done, which I'm hoping they do in 1.5.7, which is also another reason why I'm a little angry about 1.5.6, and that they're wasting time when I could be playing right now, and the fact that I want to do the general. I thought that up. I want to give that a try. And I can't continue the other one because it's death. So there's nothing I can do about that. So I really do want to play that. You know, how good is a max intelligence build? How quick can you really build siege weapons? How many of your guys actually die in combat? Those are questions that I have. Because right now, when it comes right down to it, the most important perk that I realistically say is price of loyalty. And that's an intelligence-based perk. The reduction in that perk is just sickening. I would like to see what happens when you get that, when you get price of loyalty up to 330, and you put that with efficient campaigner. How low will you actually pay in wages? Seriously. I haven't done the math on that yet. I can't remember what price of loyalty is. Efficient campaigner, wait, now I'm having a hard time remembering it's 25% less? But when you couple those two together, man, that's wicked. See if I can bust him. No. Ah, 171. Getting slow. 4 more to go. Yeah, it's like you've got 330 engineering, even though I figure engineering is going to take a while. If you had that much engineering, how fast could you build those weapons? That's one reason why I don't tear down the walls a lot, is because when I go to siege a place, I don't want to give them an opportunity to come back at me with an army. I want to get the freaking thing sieged. That way I can get the battle done, I can recoup, and be ready to go for the next battle when they do come with their army. But if you can build the siege equipment so freaking fast, you know, how well can you actually help take over the map? Can it cut your play time down by 25, 35%? Just because you can build things so fast? That's what I want to test out. So I really, really want to play the general. But I do not want to do it until they have engineering done. There's no reason to do it. I don't think it's right to go ahead and play that without not knowing how engineering is going to go. Because if you're going to take the time to get up to 330, then why not do it when you have engineering fixed so you can do it all in one playthrough? Or else to test engineering a second time, you're going to have to do another playthrough because we're not testing to 250. We're testing to 330, the max. That's what we want to know. How absolutely vicious is it when you get the max done? Well, they got some good stuff. I'll probably end up making a video asking for everybody's opinion on it. Letting everybody know this is what my plans are. What do you guys think? Does it sound like a good idea? I think it does. I think it sounds like a spectacular idea. We're about to hit 225. Check out my men here. We actually got 3 more. So, I don't think it's 100% important that I go up and grab those men. Although, I do see something I want. Oh yes, come here. The only problem with taking the nighttime though, ooh, it's hard to see. Oh, shut up. Yeah, it's really hard to see these guys. I don't have 10 points to endurance, so it's not going as fast. If I had 10 points into endurance, I would have already been 175. I can't see him. Do not care. 172, 3 to go. Oh, my last guy leveled. That's an army. I haven't been to Volstrom in a bit. Might need to head down there. Just for a little bit. We didn't get rid of the grain though. Everything went really well except for the grain. That was the biggest thing. Um, 125 or 225? Yep, 225. Great, we have everything as a no, we don't. Nope. That's where you take self-made man. I don't hire mercenaries. %15 lower wage for caravan guard troops. I guess, yeah, those are the ones that you'll get a lot of times off of people when you capture them, but decrease the barter penalty for prisoner exchange. I didn't think that was working either. Now that I think about it off the top of my head, I don't think that's working. Although it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter one bit, because I'm not really doing anything with this anyway, so not like it's a big freaking deal. I thought about possibly turning this into a playthrough, but that's going to depend upon what they have going on with roguery. But, you know, I figure I need a good 4 weeks to complete a playthrough, and they're really cutting into the time. Because I like to try to complete playthroughs on the same patch. I don't normally like to upgrade unless it's really early on. So they are taking up a bit of my time doing this. I just still can't believe they don't have death sorted out. That's just still, it's quite shocking. It's like, come on, guys. What has it been now? A month? And they still don't have it done. That's the problem I have with it, is they introduce this stuff without it working properly, and they just leave it in the game. You want us to test stuff, but how can we test stuff when you don't have a really stable game because everything has death? Two, 6. So, although I did end up saying, I'm sure people have watched it by now, I did end up saying that in the Rogue playthrough that I'm putting my faith in Tail World that they're going to get it done in a timely fashion. So therefore I did go ahead, and I have just one more episode to go, and then the Rogue is ready to go. I just have to finish off the smithing and it's all set. So I'm putting my faith and trust in them that they can get roguery fixed before 1.5.7. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do that. I hope we don't have to wait that long, because kind of everything is on hold at this point. If you really think about it. The general's on hold. That's what the Bandit King was the rogue. I just kind of altered it, so that's done. The Smith is pretty much on hold, because that was a combination of smithing and trading, and that's not really viable right now. So that's kind of on hold until another patch comes out to make that workable. So I don't really have a lot of options right now. but I do want you guys. And I've already told you about my disdain for starting playthroughs and not finishing them. I don't like doing that. I really love to complete them. I mean, if I didn't really care, I would just start doing like 20 million different things. But um, I got a message from one person. They were actually watching my blacksmith, the smithy build, while he was at work. And my first thought, no, was not, why aren't you working? It was, oh man, he's going to watch this and it come to an end and have no resolution to it. So that was my first thought, because I know how much I hate it when people start stuff and then they don't finish it and then they leave questions in your head. Okay, well, what happened? What went on? I invested all this time for what? You want to have like a conclusion to it. So, I hope that you guys understood where I came through in this episode and why I feel the way that I do about certain things. And it's more for that I actually care. I know one person did make a comment in regards to complaining, but it may come off that way, but I think when I think about it, to me, I'm passionate. Is kind of how I think of it. I love the game. I love doing this, and I'm very passionate about it. Wow. We're done. You know, you guys get to see it now. That's 175. So you can see that I'm at 4.6. Now we gotta wait till we're disorganized. Alright, 4.6. By getting this perk, okay, it should have changed. I want to wait till... Do I not have that much of a herd penalty? It says only 4.7. And that's probably because I didn't have a major herd penalty. So what it's going to allow me to do is grab more mules. Oh yeah, I'm 5.2. Okay, there you go. That's because I guess I was disorganized. So as you can see, in my current situation, being overburdened and with the herd penalty, my riding horde gave me a 0.6 speed increase. That's a lot. That is an absolute ton. And now, like I said, what it's going to be able to do is, when you saw me getting mules early on, it came to a point where it was like, the more mules you grabbed, the lower your speed got. And you kept getting lower, so it wasn't advantageous. Your herd penalty was worse than your overburden penalty. But now, I also have a bonus that reduces my overburden penalty. So now let us see what happens when we do this. They only have 16, but we're at 5.2. We actually took them on and gained a 10th by grabbing additional. So we have more carrying capacity, and we actually gain speed, which is really cool. We'll find out more when I'm able to get around some more mules and see how much it changes. Which we're going to go right over to Lake, and that's not the greatest place, but we're now to 5.3 speed. And I'm not sure how many I can actually do. We're going to find that out. I'm going to increase it even more. When is it going to come to that point where it's too much? We're still holding 5.3 this whole time. So I can take all these and it basically holds the same speed. Now I'm sure once you start getting underweight, then you're going to want to sell them all. Which I can't do. So I actually better not do that. Because I can't sell them all. That's going to be bringing in money. And that is one thing I'm not allowed to do, is sell off horses. I mean, the only other thing I could do is chop them up. But there's no reason to buy them at this point if they're not increasing my speed. So I guess I will just wait on that. And of course, that's really going to help skyrocket here soon when I grab some more guys, and that's what I really should have done. Even though I was only like 3 guys, I should have went over into Cruzite territory and got those guys, because it's actually that much of a bigger bonus now. I mean, I could really just grab them out of here. And that's also another reason why I am working my clan tier, because that right there gets you an additional 15 men. And an additional 15 men allows you to carry 15 horses. But now with the overburden penalty, that means technically you can get 22.5 horses. Or I should say mules. So I get an extra 22 mules by getting that clan tier. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I do that. And why I'm putting so much into Quartermaster. Sorry, not much. Nope. Which I've almost got that clan tier, from what you saw. I don't know if it'll be this episode, but really soon. Hopefully right around the time that we get over into that area, that would be amazing. Look at that. Bye. Ooh. So now technically I don't need to go after any more looters. It would be additional points and it would help me out in skills later on. There's no huge benefit to me doing it. I got my 175 perk, so now I don't need to worry about it. But as I said, you saw that I went from a 4.6 to a 5, about a 5.25. It gave me 0.6 speed, which that's about what, 15% faster speed on the map. That's a huge bonus. Now couple that with Kuzite and their cab bonus, and yeah, now that would look tasty. Although I couldn't play Kuzite because I'm in a series. That was the whole point of this. I get that barter reduction penalty right away, which is what's needed. Starting to bring in some money now. 227, only 73 to go. Now that could just be because that once again the inflation is starting to go, and it's really starting to clear out, like I said before. Now I definitely do want to grab this fish. Not at 9. It's 5. Then I have to look for another companion. So price of loyalty is 7 points, I believe. So I'd be level, yeah, 32. So I probably will not get that until I do the blacksmith. I'd honestly doubt there's no way I'm going to hit 32. I know what I could do right now if I wanted to. This is a big deal. This is a huge deal. In fact, I could probably do this. There. It's getting rid of some weight, not a ton, but there's a few of those items that are just they don't give you much in return. And I'm almost out of butter. Boy, I cannot hold the butter and the cheese. There are certain things that just I can't get enough of them. No matter what I do. What are we, 227? Yeah. I'm not sure what day we're at, however. I know we're approaching 700. I lost my notes again. Whatever I did. There. That's gotta be it. That's it. Or not. There it is. Right around day 700, I was 243. And we are approaching 700. 243. I'm 17 short of that. In fact, yeah, I'm over 600. I'm probably only going to be about 640 after this episode. So I still have a little bit to go. I'm actually not too bad. I don't know how things are going to turn out later on, but I honestly don't think they're going that terrible. I still need help, but maybe it's not going to be as bad as I thought. Got a long ways to go, but I personally would feel really happy with myself if I was able to finish in under 1,700 days. I think that would be a personal accomplishment if I could perhaps do that. I feel pretty good about that. It's gonna be 228. No, didn't get it. This time we're going up north. And like I said, I'm hoping by the time I get over to Kuzite territory, that will fill in. And that would be the perfect opportunity for me to take 15 more guys. And that will actually just make me go even faster. Right now it's showing 5-1. 125 scouting. What do we get for this perk? Let me think. Okay, that always gets me when I think about that. So 2% sight bonus or speed bonus. That means if you were traveling 5 on the map, it would give you 0.01. 0.01, not 0.1, because 10% would be 0.5. 1% would be 0.0 or 0.05. No, that would be a tenth, wouldn't it? 10% of 5 is 0.5. No, it's a 0.1. So it gives you a 0.1 if you're traveling a 5. Or just a tenth. I mean, I guess it's something, but it's like, okay, yeah. It's nothing I'm gonna get all up in arms about. And most of the time, I'm not traveling at 5 anyways. By the time you get 125, you're later in the game and mostly running in armies anywheres where you're traveling only 3.5 or so. So it's not like you're really traveling super fast. I understand they don't want to make things overpowered, and people have said this, but I always feel that when you have these perks, you should be always contemplating, should I take this or should I take this, where they're like both really good and you gotta struggle to decide. That's when you know perks are good. Not when you come up with a perk, oh, that's my perk, taking it, got it, done. And I think the perfect example of that is mounted archery in the riding perk. It is literally the perfect example. Now, obviously, if you're not so much archer, you're not really worried about it. Or mounted archer, that is a huge reduction in archery. Huge. However, you also have horse archer, which gives you No, that's not the one. It might have been an archery then. But that's the one between melee and um, archery. You can either get 10% archery or 5% melee. So that determines whether or not you're a horse archer or cab, but I'm sure it's here. There. Where this one will give you that decrease to your, um, you know, penalty reduction while on a horse to your aiming. Where this one lets you, it increases your party size by 5. That's still not even the one I'm thinking about. I would have to actually find it. One of them is campaign speed. Now I don't know where it's at. One of them I thought was campaign speed, and then the other one was the archery reduction. It might have been a little bit lower on the list. I'd probably have to find it, but I hope that I answered a lot of questions and let you guys into a little bit of the insights as to why I'm going to be doing the things that I'm going to be doing and why I'm not going to. And I hope it all made sense. I want to try to keep things as cohesively as possible. So that's kind of what I wanted to go through in this episode. So hopefully enough people see it. Like I said, I'll go through it again in the smithing part. I'll try to go through it a little bit, although that's going to be highly edited. So I'll try to run through that again for the people that aren't going to really see it. So the ones that do see it, they'll already know where I'm coming from. So